I think so.
Okay, folks. Paul, are we good to go? Okay. 7 o'clock, April 28th, 2026. Call to order. Before we start, I'd like to acknowledge that today is the United Steelworkers National Day of Mourning. So we want to take a moment to remember those who have lost loved ones while working on the job, and acknowledge the memory of those who have served, and to do our best to work towards making sure that the workplace is a safe place for all. Thank you. I see a full house, so we have no regrets for tonight. Number 2, first in camera session, seeing none. Item number 3, treaty and land acknowledgement. We acknowledge that we are signatories of Treaty 5 and that we reside in the traditional territory of the Nisichawaya Cree Nation. The school district of Mystery Lake is located in the community of Thompson in the province of Manitoba. Manitoba is located on the traditional and ancestral lands of Ininu, Denesaline, Métis, Inuit, Asininu, Anishinaabe, and Dakota Ayota nations. The school district of Mystery Lake remains committed to honoring treaties in the spirit of truth and reconciliation. We are all treaty people. We have before us for item number 4, approval of the agenda for tonight. Can I have someone so move the approval for tonight's agenda? Vice Chair, seconded by Trustee Sharker. Any comments or changes or concerns? Secretary Treasurer?
Item 11.4, research request has been removed from the agenda. We'll table it at this time.
Okay, so we have 11.4, a recommendation to table. Can I have someone so move? Vice Chair, seconded by Trustee Humby. All those in favor? Okay, carried. Accepting the removal, we still have to accept the agenda. So, any other changes? Hearing none, all those in favor? Okay. We have before us the minutes from April 14th. You've had time to peruse them. Can I have someone move that we accept the minutes from April 14th? Trustee Nicholsaw, seconded by Trustee Sharker. Any amendments or changes to the minutes? Hearing none. All those in favor? Okay. Carried. Item number 6, delegations and presentations. Seeing none. Item number 7, business from previous board meeting. Seeing none. Item number 8, superintendent report.
I provided you with a written report. I have been busy actively trying to recruit teachers. I am happy to say that we did recruit a music teacher, which we've been trying to recruit for quite some time. So we always needed a halftime at Riverside and a halftime at Wapanuck. And also we got a choir teacher for the high school, which are 2 really difficult ones to recruit. So yeah. The 30th is the official resignation date for anyone who was hired after 04, so we'll know if there's more people. I do have a few resignations and a retirement. Caitlin Calabanca has submitted her letter of resignation effective June of 2026. Ms. Calabanca has been employed with the district since 2022. She's resigning from her position as a grade 6 teacher at ACOG Riverside. Stephanie Jacoby has submitted her letter of resignation effective June 30th, 2026. Ms. Jacoby has been employed with the district since 2017. She's resigning from her position in the science department at Artie Parker. Carl Patterson has submitted his letter of resignation effective June 30th, 2026. Mr. Patterson has been employed with the district since 2017 as well, and he's resigning from his position in the phys ed department at Artie Parker. Micheline Gagne has submitted her letter of retirement effective June 30th, 2026. Ms. Gagne has been employed with the district since 2010. She is retiring from her position as a grade 6 French immersion teacher at Riverside. And Sindhu Srinivasa has submitted her letter of retirement effective June 30th. She's been employed with the district since 2007. She started her career as Artie Parker in the Student Services Department, and she's retiring from her position as the early years resource teacher at Juniper. Just on behalf of all of us and the trustees, we wish them all well in their future endeavors, and to the retirees, we wish them a very healthy and happy retirement.
Super. We thank you for your service. Any questions for the superintendent? Hearing none, we go to the assistant superintendent.
So I've provided you with a written report outlining the meetings that I was in attendance at. Probably the biggest highlight was I was able to attend a virtual session with the Winnipeg Police Service that offered, it was like a public education initiative for representatives throughout the province, from superintendents to student services people on safeguarding our youth online. So just about raising awareness about the growing risks of online grooming and exploitation of our youth and the emerging trends that are linked to the nihilistic violent extremism. So they went through some different points in their presentation, talking about the evolving online threat landscape affecting youth today, how those risks may present within school communities, key warning signs and indicators, and available resources and supports. So it was very well received and quite eye-opening, alarming at what our youth are being subjected to online. So we appreciated the support and the partnership with Winnipeg Police Service in providing that for us. So that's my report.
Any questions for the assistant superintendent?
Was there any? Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
That safeguarding our youth, is that what Wob Canoe has been talking about?
Yeah, I think that's why he's proposing what he is, that in order to try and mitigate some of those risks associated with our youth being online.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Right.
That's what I was kind of asking.
Yeah.
Okay, it'll be interesting to watch how that develops. Super, thank you. We move to item number 10, Secretary Treasurer's Report.
Circulated in your packages this evening, the expenditures year to date. As of April 24th, 2026, we are 76.41% through the school year. I believe there's 42 days left in the school year until June 30th. Where our expenses at this time are tracking well. Year to date, $38,957,154, or 74% of plan. We did well making it through the cold winter, and now it's hopefully when spring is upon us, our roofs hold up and everything goes well. There was a finance attachment as well. The finance dashboard was not attached, my apologies. There's been no changes from the dashboard from previous meetings. There's been no adjustments to the in-year operating surplus. It remains as projected at this time. My apologies, I added the same report twice. The next item of note with regards to our insurance project, just a note for trustees at this time to mark in their calendars for May 27th and 28th in the evening. There will be an evening session with Stantec and the trustees. We don't know which date it is yet, but it will be the Wednesday or Thursday of that week ideally. If you just pencil it, we'll be able to update your calendars as soon as we have confirmation.
What would the meeting be in regards to?
We're looking at we've provided direction to finish completion of the design of the rebuild, and they're just gonna provide the trustees with an update as to where they are and show what's changed since there hasn't been a lot of changes, but they're going to be here as part of the second site visit for finishings and what have you, so it was just to have a conversation with the trustees.
Item 10.2, we have the provincial borrowing promissory note. Let me call up the language here. The school district in Mystery Lake will receive a long-term promissory note, LTP S0888, dated May 15th, 2026, in the amount of $640,000 for project support for the Artie Parker Collegiate Addition, Renovation and Band Addition Project, provincial project number MYRDP MA 2021. This is the final note for this phase of the project. Final amount of the provincial project support totals $16,371,321. We have before us the recommendation that the promissory note LTP S0888, dated May 15th, 2026, in the amount of $640,000 be approved. Can I have someone so move? Trustee Young, seconded by Trustee Sharker. Are there any questions for the Secretary Treasurer on this motion?
Yeah, what is the final phase? Finishing the siding on the other side?
This is the final note of the first phase, so the first half that we've completed was $16,371,000.
But what is that, like, what does that entail? What is?
That was the band room, the envelope update, the updated wall in the
Okay, so
gym.
all of that stuff, so it doesn't include the other side.
We haven't received permission to proceed with the second phase at this time. It's still paused.
And go ahead. MD, you have a question? No, good. Any other questions for the Secretary Treasurer? Hearing none, we'll put it to the vote. All those in favor? Okay, carried. Item number 11, new business. 11.1, borrowing bylaw 01/27, second reading. Borrowing bylaw 01/27 is required for the provision of the district's operating line of credit, $4 million, and the Visa cards, $30,000 for senior administration. The bylaw is renewed on an annual basis. It covers one fiscal year. First reading was passed on April 14th, 2026. The recommendation before us is that the borrowing bylaw 01/27 receive second reading for the fiscal year ending June 30th, 2027. Can I have someone so move? Trustee Sharker, seconded by Trustee Nicholsaw. Are there any questions or regarding the bylaw? Hearing none? Okay, all those in favor? Okay, carried. 11.1.1, borrowing bylaw 01/27, third reading. Borrowing bylaw 01/27 is required for the provision of the district's operating line of credit of $4 million and the Visa cards, $30,000 for senior administration. The bylaw is renewed on an annual basis. It covers one fiscal year. First reading was passed on April 14th, 2026. The second and third reading is on April 28th, 2026 agenda. The recommendation in front of us is that the borrowing bylaw 01/27 receive third and final reading for the fiscal year ending June 30th, 2027. Can I have someone so move this motion? Trustee Young, seconded by Trustee Sharker. Any questions or discussion before we vote? Hearing none, seeing none. All those in favor? Okay. Pass. 11.2, school calendar. The 2026-2027 school year calendar has been developed in consultation with senior and school administration and complies with all regulations of Manitoba education. We'll have before us the recommendation that the 2026-2027 school year calendar as provided to you be approved as presented. Can I have someone so move? Vice Chair, seconded by Trustee Young, I saw. Any questions? Did you want to say anything, Superintendent?
The only thing that I would add is there's still two school,
Based PD.
well, not really based PD, but 2 days of discretionary that schools have. One is a school-based PD opportunity, as well as there is 2 half days that would be scheduled for report card writing. That's not in there, that schools have the autonomy to be able to schedule those around these other set days. So,
And the first day of the school will be the September 8th?
Yep.
It's the
after Labor Day.
From afternoon?
For students, it's the 10th.
Or 10th, okay.
Yeah, the kids don't come till the 10th.
So different schools would be picking different days that day, or would it be district-wide?
No, those ones are not district-wide. Those ones become, so it's those 2 days schools pick based on what works for them.
Any other questions? Comments? Okay, hearing none. All those in favor? Okay. Carry. 11.3, the Youth Behavior Survey. Katie Thompson, the District Health and Wellness Coordinator, has submitted the revised Adolescent Health Education Committee Youth Behavior Survey for administration to students in the fall of 2026. We have before us the recommendation that the 2026 Youth Behavior Survey be approved for circulation in all district schools. Can I have someone so move the recommendation, the motion? Trustee Humby, seconded by Vice Chair, I saw. Any comments or questions?
This has been our survey that we've done for several years. They've just tweaked a few of the questions this year and changed who our research company is that will be providing the data tool to conduct the survey and then doing the analysis. But everything else is staying status quo.
Okay. Any other comments?
I can give a little report.
Yeah, sure.
So the draft has finally been completed. The committee met several times just to kind of go over a few of the question changes. So like Julian had mentioned, it is now going to be conducted in partnership with Prairie Research and Associates, which gives us the ability to be able to conduct the survey electronically. So a couple benefits to that is that we can now have an extended period of time to be able to complete the survey as opposed to it being limited to 1 or 2 days. So we're hoping that that helps reach more youth. It will also expedite some of the kind of data analysis from the study. It'll be quite easy to interpret the information. So as you guys are probably aware, the Youth Behavior Survey is used to highlight a number of ongoing challenges that face the youth in our communities, or in our community. So in particularly related to mental health, substance use, and health behaviors. So at the same time, this survey is also able to identify important strengths, so including peer connections, and supportive relationships with adults, cultural ties, some of the things that help make a difference positively in a youth's kind of lifestyle. So the survey results allow us to better understand the issues, and then as a district and as community partners, health sector, we can kind of come together and look at the results and then hopefully kind of focus some of the outreach initiatives or programming specific to what the students' needs are. The questions have remained pretty much the same. We just changed a few kind of language and added a few, but the gist of the survey remains the same.
Super. Any questions for Trustee Humby? Yep.
So we'll get the results.
Yeah, so it's always provided to not only the district but the community as a whole. So there's always a summary that's compiled and shared with the community.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Traditionally, somebody from the AI committee would come and present to the board, just highlighting some of the key factors within the survey. It's a good tool to be able to allocate resources, so you know. Sometimes we think we know, and then the survey results tell us something different.
Yeah. When was the last one?
Yeah.
The last one we had results from. It was a few years ago, eh?
Yeah, it's been a while.
Been,
3 years, I think.
maybe our first year together, I think.
And it's also interesting to be able to look at the trends, right? To look at what the rates were, however many years ago and then where they are now. To kind of monitor the trends of youth.
Absolutely. Okay. Sure.
I have a question not related to this survey, but I have another question. So I would like to know what is the procedure, like if there's some organization outside of the school, they come to the school and they present their lesson or the topics. So what are the procedures? So I can see there the letter it came from the school counselor. So counselor is approving this the program, or the principal need approval, or the superintendent need this approval?
Yeah, it's not really tangent to this motion, so it's kind of a separate, you're talking about more process and procedure as opposed to this agenda item?
The question is because it came to the board for the
Yeah.
survey.
Yeah,
So my question is they are our counselor, the survey, who is conducting this survey?
for this survey?
It's the AHEC committee. So Katie Thompson is a member of the committee. There's multiple district employees that are on the committee, but it's also run with community partners. So the
Okay.
NRHA,
So I'm talking about the
RCMP.
same kind of business. They are not part of the school, they are from the outside. They are coming to the school, they are presenting their topic, but we don't have anything what they are teaching to our students. This is my question.
But we're
I
not
can tell
teaching.
that.
There's no teaching.
No, but almost the same kind. Okay. Like you are conducting survey among the students, but you are informing this board, and we have the chance to review what you are conducting the questionnaire.
Correct, yeah.
Okay. But this another kind of, like I can say, what is the name of the? So they are the Mamoe Center. Okay. Mamoe Center, Winnipeg-based Indigenous Led
Yeah.
Service.
So are you disputing the survey? I'm not sure, MD. What precisely about this youth behavior survey? Are you talking about surveys in general?
Policy, like
Yeah.
everything needs to come to the board approval.
Yeah,
But this was already at the board approval. We
No, I'm
approved
talking.
the
I
survey.
don't have any question about this. I told about the related, same kind of.
yeah. So I think that the point
Like
of
something
order.
is coming to the board and something is not coming to the board or coming to the. I would like to know the procedure.
The procedures are identified in the procedural bylaw of how to come before a board for delegations, but right now, the question to the board is the youth behavior survey. The
Yeah.
motion-
So speaking to the motion,
The motion we're discussing is that the 2026 youth behavior survey be approved for circulation in all district schools. So conversation should be directed to that question that we're
Yeah.
debating.
So any other questions regarding this particular survey? Okay, we thank you, trustee, for that. Your background was useful. Hearing no many comments, all those in favor? Okay. Carry. Item 11.4 is tabled. 11.5, 2027, 2028 to 2031-32 5-year capital plan. The province's capital project planning and delivery group is requesting the district's 5-year capital plan for the period of 2027-28 to 3031-32. The capital project planning and delivery branch requires submissions by May 1st, 2026. All submissions require the approval and signature of the superintendent and the secretary treasurer and a concurrence of the board of trustees. So we have before us the recommendation that the 2027, 2028, 2031, 2032 5-year capital plan as proposed be approved and submitted to the province's capital project planning and delivery branch. Can I have someone so move? Trustee Young, seconded by Trustee Nicholsaw. Do you have any questions?
Do we have to present this to the community before we approve it here?
No, not that, there's no requirement for that. There's public consultation for our budget process. This is requesting capital funds from the province. So where we just finished approving the funding of the provincial project of the Ari Parker Phase 1, these are other projects that we're requesting our province deliver for us on their funding through debentures.
Any other questions? Hearing none. All those in favor? Okay, carried. Item number 12, correspondence. For us, we have 12.1 Manitoba School Boards Association. Oh, nothing for this today. Okay. 13, committee reports. 13.1, Policy Committee.
I can provide a report, just having been away last meeting. So policy committee met on March 26th. We reviewed procedural bylaw section 10, which is rules of debate and general matters in board meetings. There were no changes recommended. We also reviewed procedural and bylaw section 11, which is standing committees. No changes were recommended. We reviewed board policy 1, the decision-making matrix, no changes, as well as policy 12, annual planning cycle with no changes recommended. The next meeting is set for April 30th at 5 p.m.
Okay, beautiful. 13.2, education programming.
Our next meeting is May 12th at 5 p.m.
Okay. 13.3, public relations.
Our next meeting is the 30th.
Okay. Okay. 13.4, finance property.
Prior to this board meeting, the committee discussed the expenditures as at up to April 24, 2026. And we look at the outstanding invoices. We have some caution and clarification. It was good response. And the committee reviewed the trust immunity bylaws 0326, and we recommend that it can proceed up to our policy. And it will be the retroactive, and it will be aligned to the USW leasing agreement. And we have a discussion with the insurance, Westwood School insurance update. Right now, I can give you some. Right now, we have the bank balance for the insurance, the 19,430,729, and we are expecting due amounts from the insurer more than $4,045,621.61, and up to the March 31st, the interest we earned $261,529.18, and we did not had anything back from the province for the $5 million capital reserve. And the district received the estimate from the Class B. No? Okay. And we are expecting a site visit with the Stantec for completing the final design on the between May 26 to 28. And we reviewed the 5-year capital plan. I think it was circulated through the package of the board meeting. And that's it.
Any questions for the chair of the committee? Hearing none. Any other committees? Well, we've heard from AHEC. Bargaining? I think it's all quiet. All done? Okay.
Contracts have been uploaded online.
Contracts uploaded online. Happy staff? Happy staff, happy trustees. Okay, good. Am I missing any other committees? I don't think so. Okay, well, we'll move to 14, trustee comments. We'll start with trustee Anderson.
Burntwood School's monthly assembly will be held on Thursday, April 30th at 9:15 a.m. That's it.
Super, thank you. Vice Chair?
Juniper School, special thanks to Wilfred Buck for the coming out to visit Juniper School last week.
Deerwood's April Awards Assembly is Thursday, April 30th at 9:15 a.m. And also like to announce that the 2026 Knights of Columbus Indoor Track Meet will be on May 14th and 15th at the TRCC. Keep checking on Facebook page for more details.
Kindergarten registration is now open. Registration forms are available in school offices or on the school websites. Ecole Riverside Choir will be performing on Thursday, April 30th at 2:20 p.m. at the Thompson Festival of the Arts at Artie Parker Collegiate. There are 3 French immersion students from Ecole Riverside that will be going to Winnipeg this week to compete in the provincial La Concours, I think I said that right, competition. So I just wanted to wish them luck in the competition. And then lastly, this Friday, May 1st, the students are facing off against the teachers in a game of basketball at 2:30.
Very nice.
Congratulations to the students who've made the provincial fives. They're going to Winnipeg tomorrow, I believe, and good luck.
I had an opportunity to attend the spring concert in grade 8 and 9 at Artie Parker last week. It was great. And I'd like to thanks to our senior administrator for the preventative measures to take during the last inclement weather. Like this is a precautionary, but this is a good, like we overcome this struggle very swiftly. Thank you.
There's never, closing schools, never easy job.
No.
No. So.
It's stressful, yeah.
But-
I got up at 6 in the morning, it's freezing
You
rain.
know, and UCN closed on Thursday at lunch because it was just crazy outside. It was just crazy.
The Facebook page for the Frontier, they declared close earlier. Then I was assuming that we have to take this decision.
I think that from somebody who's a long-term resident, it's even more difficult because, I mean, for those of us who grew up here and were born and raised here, it just never happened. So I was up at 6 in the morning. I had my gear on. I walked to the end of my street at 6 in the morning in my pajamas thinking, this isn't bad. I could get to school. And then I came back and then it started freezing rain again. So yeah, so it's kind of especially for long-term Thompsonites, it's a difficult call to make.
Yeah.
Because I know I would have been going to school.
But you got a lot of traffic now on the roads and you got some big buses.
The buses. Yeah.
6:30 because my kids has a class at the Artie Parker. So the deck was too slippery. I cannot go to my track to clean.
And it's still slippery.
Too much.
And Paul's notes, here we go. These messages have been brought to you by Paul, to Mr. Relay Communications Department. Great job on April 22nd to the Artie Parker Music Department, held their annual spring band and choir concert. Beautiful job. Congrats to the Trojans, heading to Badminton Provincials this weekend in Winnipeg. And SOS Food Drive is happening now till May 29th at Artie Parker. So we thank you for the students who are competing and who are performing and who are doing so much good work with the civics. We love to see students working in the classroom. We like to see them doing exciting things outside of the classroom. So thank you to the staff and to the students for doing that. Item number 15, questions from the public.
Just I want to go back to the Stantec visit that's coming. Will that be stakeholders get to meet with them again, or is it just?
They haven't provided the agenda at this time. I think it's more getting ready to more tender preparations and getting that package ready. But we will be reaching out if there are more stakeholders.
Thank you.
Okay, and item number 16 in camera, seeing none. Can I have someone move we adjourn for tonight? Vice Chair? I think that's good. All those in favor? Okay, good. I have a request for trustees to stay behind.